Salvete Spectatores, it's Masopust. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. We're about to begin a new single-player campaign after finishing with Italy in a not anymore fun and stalematey way. We want to do better, and I've watched a lot of Let's Play videos on YouTube and I've played a lot of games myself, and I came to the conclusion that the 1939 start is actually much more intriguing because all the gamey stuff that happens from 36 to 39 does not happen, like Germany declaring instantly after 200 days on Netherlands or staging a coup in France and just surrounding the Maginot Line, just passing through there. All that stuff cannot happen when we start in 39 because the stage is set. Poland is in the Allies, is allied with Spain, France and Great Britain. China is at war with Japan, Russia has already had its bad purge, and so forth. I'm gonna play with Germany, because the 1939 start is more difficult, I would say, much more difficult for Germany. And it is the member of the Axis that can fuck up the most. If Italy falls, Germany still stands strong. If you're playing Italy and Germany falls, well, it's GG. Japan is another matter. If we play Japan, it's not too different from the 36 start because you're basically in the same situation, only at war with China, which would happen in 36 soon. Yeah, so Germany it is. Political power gain plus 50% for Adolf Hitler, of course. We play as always on Veteran and Iron Man. Additionally, I will play with historical AI focuses. I don't think it matters too much, maybe except the Japan and US, the war there happens later or sooner. I don't know. We'll call it Germany strong. So good. Alright. Situation is the following. We have annexed Austria and split off Czechoslovakia between Hungary, Slovakia, Poland and ourselves. Poland gets, I forget how it's called, Salzete district. It happened in real life too, so Poland was not very nice to its neighbors as well. We took Memel, we remilitarized the Rhineland and so forth. What's very interesting, and what I don't know why that is, if you annex Austria and the Sudetenland via your focus, they become a core. If you split off Czechoslovakia and annex Bohemia and Moravia for yourself, they do not become a core, they become a colony state. If you start in a 39 start though, they are cores. And this, if you count the numbers 4.5 and 2.6, this amounts to a lot more core population than otherwise. You can see here, we have 82.83 million core population, which is not the case under any circumstances if you play in the 36 start. So this small thing here is stronger in the 39 start for Germany. Let's have a look. I think we must have, yeah, so extensive conscription, interesting. We have a lot of manpower with that. How many divisions do we have? 124, so let's check what exactly we have. Let's pick our research, and we have also a lot of political power to spend. First, let's start with our ships, so shall we? We have a lot queued up. Let's just reduce the production here to 1 each, and let's have a look. Which ships get finished first? Year. So let's put the month ships further up. 12 years, 4 years. 1 per year, these are exactly the same. In 5 months and in 3 months, so let's make it like that. Do we have any level 10 naval stuff? We have 2 level 8s, so we will focus our ships here. I will want my convoy raiding fleet to be stationed here. The submarines and all the other stuff in Kiel. Heavy cruisers and destroyers, that's alright. Destroyers can be a surface raiding fleet as well, but I use them as screening for my big navy. Let's select all the navy stuff. You do that with control. Get them first over here. So the navy is set up. Let's have a look at the airplanes, and mandatory stuff is to kill all the divisions first. Air wings, I'm sorry. This may take a while. There should be, as other YouTubers like Arumba commented, there should be a clear all air wings button, because I do it every time and I imagine other people will do it as well. Now, let's check the air situation here. We have, we can't see the planes like this. We have, oh, we have to look at like this. All in all, 1,200 fighters, 1,300 tactical bombers, 700 close air support. We have a lot of tactical bombers and close air support, which is nice. Even close air support 2 with Kanonenvogel, the Junkers 87, a few heavy fighters and naval bombers. Alright, so let's compare it to our allies. I will not call Italy in the war when it starts on September 1st. He has 1,200 planes. France has maybe 900 and Great Britain has maybe 2k. As you can see, we are vastly outnumbered by these two. And to win the air war, I actually think it's better to not engage the Allied fleet, air forces in the western region. It hurts my industry to lose them, but the air war is at the moment extremely bloody and we will lose most of our air force in a matter of days. So I'm gonna just focus all my air force on Poland and maybe on my ships. Before we can secure the west, I will actually change my naval setup and put them all to Königsberg. I changed my mind. It's safer there. They only have a level 5 naval base, which impacts their repair speed, but I don't want my ships get sunk in the first place. Alright, I think this airport is the closest to Warsaw, or maybe this. Let's split it up. Let's put the half of our fighters. Actually, we could, yeah, let's put 600 in there. And the other 600 there. Then put the fighters in here, the heavy fighters, sorry. And close air support in here. It really doesn't matter. Tactical bombers don't have enough space here. 2,000. We could put all our tactical bombers here and our naval bombers here. Good. Because I played it a few times and my air force just got wrecked like hell. So at the moment all of our controlled areas are as well our cores, which is nice. Let's have a look at our army composition. This will take actually a whole lot while as well, because we have to rearrange all of these. First I wanna pick out all the not yet regular guys from experience, from an experience level. I can't unfortunately select them via some easier way. I have to do it like this manually. Oh my god. I hope I don't misclick and have to do it all over. Because they will not engage. If possible, I will just use my, so to speak, veterans. So, it's nearly half of my army which is not yet experienced enough. Modify government goes hand in hand with what I want to research. Let's have a look what is researched and what is not. We are in 39 and all the viable 39 tech. Radar, we could do the radar. Air doctrine is always viable. These guys only 1940. Same goes for the ships. We definitely want to do the land doctrine. I'll start with that immediately. Kampfgruppe gives us a planning speed, which is really nice. Because during a war it always is a problem to get your planning bonus up because your orc is much faster to recover. And I always start without full planning bonus. Definitely gonna go for the Schwere Feldhaubitze, our second ship. Artillery piece, sorry. Not yet. I could go for the Panzer IV already. I don't know. It is quite an investment, 248 days. And the Panzer III is strong. Let's have a look. If there's much difference. More defense. A lot more hard attack. Huge bonus in armor, which is interesting because with high armor it's practically invincible to lower stuff. Lot more breakthrough. Ooh, and the Panzer III does not have an army modifier. This is bad. 33% more soft attack. Interestingly enough, more speed. And more piercing. Now I have the AI tweaks and balances on. Which changes, especially I think the Soviets focus on tanks. And Leopard compared maybe to Tiger. It's much cheaper, of course. The Tiger costs chromium, this is interesting. And the Leopard only, Leopard I should say, only iron and steel and oil. More oil therefore. Huh. More hardness. A lot. Ooh, the armor difference is huge. I don't know. I don't think the Tiger is worth it, especially its speed is very slow. I think the Panzer IV is the best thing. And I'm very tempted. Let's have a look if something else is more important at the moment. Yes, all the... Oh my god, I have not researched the Feldlazarett. Oh god, this will have priority, definitely. So the Panzer has to wait, for sure. Now, because there are only... Do I want to go for the self-propelled artillery here? Takes 20 days. The Grille is... It is quite an alternative. 132, is it the same? No, it costs more tungsten, which is bad. And it looks funny. Henschel gives max speed, which is nice. 8.4 versus 8. Okay, no. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go for it. It's 20 days. This is nothing. And I'm gonna focus on first the artillery here, and Feldlazarett is the most important thing with Germany. Now the 2.9 million look nice, but they will get down pretty fast. We are researching tanks, doctrine, and artillery. So this should be our first focus with government points. We already started with war economy, which is nice. They did a tweak now. You can't just instantly change to war economy when fascist. You have to be at war with a major, I believe. Limited exports is fine. Extensive conscription is fine for now. So I'm definitely gonna go with the mobile warfare expert. It's expensive, but minus 10% in mobile warfare doctrine is a huge bonus. Tank, you already have Henschel, which is really nice. Ship aircraft material, we're gonna go for the artillery research. If you have a look now, it says 101 days, and after that it should say 91. So we had 10 days bonus. Excellent. The rest I will spend, of course, for army bonuses. But I also still want the silent workhorse to get more. Political power again, so we have both silent workhorses. I wonder if Rudolf Hess can survive, because he vanishes when he dies, of course. Effect on partisans on us is good. I'm gonna leave him for now. We of course want Rommel. Always pick Rommel. And the air stuff is not that important, and infantry is an easy picking. Navy is not important at the moment. Aircraft designer, not as well, so we're gonna go for a chief of air force first. Bad weather, not possible. Air support or air experience. I'm actually gonna go for the air experience here because I wanna modify my 1940 plane as soon as possible. Oh, we still have one more modify government possibility. The alternative for Heinrich Himmler instead of partisans, effect of partisans on us. I mean, I wanna have the Walter Funk military war industrialist. Military factory construction speed plus 10%. Not bad at all. I'll leave it for now. I'm gonna add an aircraft designer, Messerschmitt. I wanna have the 1940 air tech as strong as possible. Wouldn't have been necessary now, but whatever. Maybe a Navy expert would have been better. How is our resource situation? We're importing oil, so let's cancel that for now. And have an update on what we want to do. Okay, civilian factories we'll have to decide later. Let's have a look at military factories. We're good on everything except infantry. And there is still more to do because we want to have infantry equipment 2 on everybody. After the guerrilla is finished, we will get a lot of production for guerrilla going. I'll cancel Kanonenvogel and tactical bomber, although he's close air support 2. Fighters are more important. It just is the case. I'm gonna go with 2 full wings of fighter production. Sounds a lot, but is not actually. Motorized will be important as well. Let's go for infantry first. Oh, we have no more stuff. Maybe reduce it a little bit. Let's kill the light tank production for now. Artillery we will wait for now and have then it on level 2 artillery instantly. Support you can't have too much. And motorized a little bit later. I want to go for the fighters. But especially fighter 2. Maybe get the infantry going first. And fill this one up then. Excellent. So now what are we lacking? Rubber and chromium. 2 rubbers. With whom can we trade when we're at war? With Siam, I guess, and Brazil, British Raj. Let's trade with the Dutch for now. We can have 3 more rubber production. So let's add 3 more here and cut it here. So our rubber is perfectly used. Good. On the other hand, I would need 3 oil. Whatever. Don't care. With this guy we will build synthetic refineries. We have some already. Yup. 1, 2. Interesting. Oh, we have level 3s. I've researched that much. Yes, interesting. Okay. I think it's one of the most useless things you can research. Further levels of synthetic refineries. I'm gonna build this stuff in the east, so they are not in range of my bombers. And I need a lot of them eventually. Non-national focus set. So let's have a look at this one. We have a war goal against Poland. So I'm not gonna pick Danziger War. Danziger War and war with France will be bypassed once we declare. We could go for Danzig for Slovakia, but I'm gonna play historical. I wanna show the world that I'm gonna play better than Hitler and his general staff. Second, who's in our faction? And we can invite none. He is non-aligned, fascist and fascist. I hope these guys, Hungary and Romania, are not at each other's throats in an instant. Okay. So I don't want to do the second Vienna Award before Romania is in our faction because it will alienate them and I want them in my faction. I need the extra research slot for sure. And the war with the USSR as soon as possible. Demand Slovenia, not that important. So, do I want to take anti-Comintern Pact and then war with the USSR as soon as possible, or first go for the 5th research slot? I think long term the research slot is more important. So let's pick industrial effort, air, rocketry and extra research. On the other hand, I will have to pick around Maginot as well pretty soon. How are we gonna do that? War with the USSR, the sooner we do it, the better the war can develop. So I think I'm gonna do the anti-Comintern Pact, then around Maginot, then war with the USSR. Interference by the Communist International in the internal affairs of the nations not only endangers their internal peace and social well-being, but is also a menace to the peace of the world. We will ask many of the non-communist countries to sign the pact and make sure that we keep the Red Menace in check. Good. Doesn't do anything except have a non-aggression pact around Eastern countries here. If they accept or not, I don't really care. Now it's time to reorganize our armies and air force. And we already played nearly 1 episode. Sorry guys for not having much going on in the first, but you know, setting up is important. All of our mobile stuff. We'll have an extra theater which is called Blitz, just Blitz, and has a higher reinforcement rate. I have light tank divisions and SS regiments with only 3 motorized. This is pretty much the stuff we have. Interesting, there's a difference between SS and motorized. Okay, with these guys I wanna just blitz Poland as fast as possible. So let's separate these divisions. Poland has 70% national unity. We need to take Danzig, Warsaw, Krakow, preferably Lodz and Poznan, and probably Lemberg or Lvov. Rest. So I want 1 division here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Okay, I think we split it 2 more times. And each of these guys gets a panzer leader. Like this. We have a few more. I'm gonna color them all gray, so to recognize them easily. And actually have them with these tank-like division symbol. I don't like having many theaters, but I like having easily distinguishable armies. 1 will go for Danzig. 1 will go for Lemberg, Lvov, as it's called. 1 will go for Lodz and Warsaw. And 1 will go... 1 victory, these are irrelevant. I guess for Krakow? Or... from the other direction, so Danzig gets killed as soon as possible, which is important, else British and French troops can land there. Which can be very annoying. Okay, these guys will all have to train. I don't want them in the war just yet. So let's go here and exercise. Have a new theater which is called Wehrsport, which means military practices or sports. Oh, I missed something. We have 1 more tank, so let's just assign you to... Oh crap. Where is he now? First, new army, then over here, and then go for here. Excellent. These guys are training. We have one paratrooper and a few mountaineers, which I don't want to waste just yet. There are no mountains in the southern mountains, so let's focus on this province and get to Krakow, which is worth 10 victory points, so a big city. Warsaw has 20, Krakow has 10. I can't see now how many Danzig has. It was there for a second. Never mind. I know it has a lot, so it's important to kill. I want these guys. Oh, no. These guys are not in the Wehrsport theater, they're in the normal theater. I want a nice 24 division. Actually 2. Who do we have? Still, they have no tanks, but why not pimp up the guys that have already one trait, right? I want you guys to be orange, so to distinguish from... These guys can be violet, I don't care. And these guys... Actually... These guys can start preparing a no. Just... One guy has to be at the French front, so they can't attack. The other guy will have to secure the Polish front. And now I think we need more men. So we need a field marshal here. Gerd von Rundstedt, why not? Especially in the north, I need a few of our Wehrsport dudes at the front right away. Cavalry, holy crap. He will disintegrate. Just to hold the front. Against any Polish aggression. I don't like it, but what can you do? Orange is my aggressive stance. These guys... they will actually merge here. Good. Maybe it's 24 divisions here is a little bit few. This guy will change into an infantry division. I don't need cavalry at the moment. And our air force, as I've said before, our Junkers 55 is in reserve with, what is this? A transport plane, I don't need that. I could maybe snipe with a paratrooper or somewhere, but not necessary at the moment, so unpause. And this was it for the first episode. We can invite Yugoslavia. I thank you all for watching. If you like it via YouTube, and maybe I'll see you in the next episode. I hope so. See you soon.